clear. For the last 3 years, we've been weathering a series of crises. It's been the pandemic, then the chip shortage. Now we're facing rising costs on raw materials, on energy, and we also have a transportation shortage. So there's no good answer to your question. The fact is we've developed a very high level of agility. We're trying to deal with the problems we have in front of us. We're trying to mitigate the impact of rising energy costs and rising raw material costs. How do we do this? Of course, as a consumer, we lower the temperature in the plants, in the offices. We're trying to rearrange the shifts to minimize our energy consumption. We're considering changing energy source from gas to natural gas, from gas to electricity. We're also trying to generate energy, mostly photovoltaic energy. So we're trying to find all possible solutions as a consumer. Now, when it looks to our customers and the price of vehicles, we have a variety of subjects to address. Rising costs from the parts, from the manufacturing, for logistics, at the same time where we have a very long order bank and the delivery deadlines which have been extending because of short chip supply. So it's a bit of a hectic industry we're facing, to be honest.
And of course, that even doesn't include the fact you're going to have wage claims because of higher inflation that you're going to have to... I mean, anybody asking now for inflation plus wage claims, that will have a serious effect on your balance sheet.
Very clearly so. I mean, raw material inflation, logistics cost inflation, energy cost inflation, and now wage claims, all of them add up to a very substantial risk of increasing prices, cost, and affecting either the balance sheet or the retail prices. What we're trying to do is, for each of those cost categories, first reaction is, how do we mitigate? How do we contain? The last thing we want to do is have to pass this cost increase to our customers. So on energy, I was expressing myself, we're also trying to improve efficiency. We're trying to have responsible discussion with our unions. That's all. We have a wide array of actions, but to be clear, there's no silver bullet to that problem.
And at the same time, you have to remain at the forefront, both in R&D, new development, and EVs. Because, you dare not be left behind as your competitors are spending very large sums. So how does a smaller player, in a relatively smaller player, manage to square that circle with EVs?
So the great news for the Citroën brand is that we're part of a very broad group called Stellantis, and that Stellantis is third or fourth largest auto players in the world. And as such, we have the technology, the skills, and the financial resources to invest into the energy transition, but also all the technological development we need to do to face the customer demands of tomorrow. So I am backed by a very stable, financially sound and capable group, and have at the same time, as a brand, the freedom to innovate from a product, but also from a social engagement point of view, which is what we're doing today.
What do you most need now from regulators / government? The auto industry is one of the most heavily regulated in the world. You've elegantly and eloquently given us a good idea of the problems you face, not least of which the cost of capital going up. So what do you now need from decision makers?
I think the first thing we always need from decision makers is stability and predictability. Because we're an industry that invests on very long cycles. 5 years is short term for us, 10 years, 15 years are the traditional investment cycles. So we need to be able to anticipate and predict legislation. The second thing, obviously, is we need pragmatism. It's very clear that the last 3 years have been very hectic. The pandemic was foreseen by no one, obviously. The chip shortage wasn't. And to be very clear, the geopolitical tension we're living today are beyond the natural course of the economy. So all of this is creating massive tensions on groups like us to satisfy the demand of the regulators. So we need stability, and ideally we would love to get pragmatism at the same time.